Hello learners, Dr. Paul here with a brief unit summary for Unit 8 and some leftover ideas from Unit 7. In Unit 7, we had several narrative therapy readings, and the first reading in this unit is on solution-focused therapy. And this is actually a very classic article that you'll probably want to return to it again and again because there's lots of good information. But taken together, narrative, solution-focused, and we could also add in collaborative therapy, the work of Harlene Anderson and Harry Galician. These are all examples of strength-based therapies. And I wanted to further just talk about that distinction a bit because it's important. Pathology-based therapies tend to be therapies that focus on what's wrong with people or what they lack. So for example, saying a client has low self-esteem or low self-confidence or that they lack communication skills. These are all deficit ways of talking about our clients. And you can always tell if something is a pathology-based approach because the language of the model is deficit language, or it is pathologizing labels. Let's contrast that with strength-based approaches to therapy that really don't focus on those kinds of pathologizing labels, nor do they think of therapy as a quest for finding out what's wrong with people so we can help fix them. Strength-based approaches are much more subtle and take quite a bit of time to sit with and read about because the techniques of strength-based approaches tend to be more in line with the idea that clients have the strengths and abilities and the resources to solve their own problems. And it's our job to create a context so that those problems can emerge. This is a very different way to think about therapy, and it's very challenging because many of us come to therapy with the idea that we're good at giving advice or we're good at solving problems, and really what strength-based approaches require us to do is kind of put all that on a shelf and be really expert at being curious and asking questions and looking for exceptions to when problems are occurring or exceptions to the degree at which a problem is occurring, or the ability to ask questions in such a way that clients are able to see new perspectives. And with those new perspectives come new realities and new behaviors and new interactions. And so rather than, again, a search for what's wrong, it's first and foremost beginning to think about clients in empowering and strength-based ways. It's really embracing the idea that though these clients are stuck and they're in pain and they're struggling, I can help create a context where those struggles and that pain can be overcome, but not because those answers are coming from me, but rather the questions are coming from me and the insights and the answers are coming from clients. And so you kind of have to be willing to not know so much, as odd as that sounds. Because the more you not know, the more you can be curious. And curiosity leads to all sorts of new possibilities and new realities happening. So again, it takes some time to embody a strength-based mentality, to give over the expert status to our clients, to privilege their belief systems and their knowledge, and to recognize, again, that the strength that we bring and the gifts that we bring to the therapy encounter have more to do with our willingness to connect with our clients, our ability at being curious, and asking questions that, again, pose realities that contain very new possibilities for beliefs, behaviors, and relationships to grow and evolve. The other thing I want to mention is self-care, and it's never too early to begin to understand how you take care of yourself, the things that you need to do to kind of unplug from therapy. You can certainly take on a lot of toxicity doing therapy, and there's a lot of intensity. And so, some of the ways that some therapists find helpful is going to a gym, working out, getting a massage, listening to music, going for a walk, being with people that you care about. It's really helpful to have an off switch as a therapist. and to leave our problems with clients at the office. And it's, again, very easy to get caught up in some of the stories that clients are telling us that are oftentimes very impoverished stories. And so knowing your own triggers and knowing what recharges your battery is a really good thing in our field. It's certainly very easy to get burnt out, and the sooner you can learn to take care of yourself and unplugged from the world from therapy, the better you'll be. So just a note on that, reply to this message that you were able to view the video, and if you wanted to provide a follow-up question for me or provide maybe something that you were sparked about in what I had said, and learn how to take care of yourself. It's important. Okay, bye for now.